Today we will discuss how to create Azure free account. Okay, just search for Azure free trial account in Google. So you will click on the first link. Create your Azure free account today. Okay. So even in Azure also it will give 12 months free of service. Click on start free. Click on create one. So I'm giving an SR. So the Microsoft verification code will get into our register email ID. And click on next. So it is preparing for the sign up and it is asking a few details. So click on I agree the subscription of the agreement for the details and click on next. This next button is not enabling. Last time is necessary. verification code, it's not appear actually. So now it is appearing. So it is preparing for the next session. Okay, it will ask the card details. Stop sharing my screen. I'm giving my card details. After giving credit card details and the address also, so it will ask the OTP. So here also it will charge 2 rupees only. After 3 to 5 business working days, this amount will be refunded to our account. Okay, select this 2 check boxes and click on next. Click on sign up. It. Let me log into Snowflake. Okay, so in the left side, you will get the menu portal. So if you search for storage account, click on storage account. It will take you into the storage account page. So here you will find the storage account. Click on storage account. Again, this screen is coming. Still it is charging. but guys, if you guys are trying to creating Azure account, it's really helpful for us to continue for the next classes. You guys are trying to creating, or
I'm trying to creating account.
okay, yeah. The kind of application toolbar. Okay, you click on create. Okay, so in the resource group, we have to give the new resource group. I'll make NSR Comtech 00. Okay, I'll make it NSR storage. I'll make storage account name. Okay, and the storage account name, I'll make it okay. So I'm selecting US. Okay, let me. I'm selecting US East, and the remaining you can keep it as it is, and click on review and create it. Okay, it is running and validating it. Well, let me go back. and here we have to choose your redundant storage. Okay, just click on create it. So ideally one more option should appear. Account type is blob storage. Okay, so now the storage account is created. So once the storage account is created, then we have to create a container. Okay, so go to here, go to storage account. So it is not appearing.
Vash, go back and just refresh it. I can able to see mine. It took some time.
Yeah. So they upgraded all the extra features, everything. So that is the reason the look and feel of the screen also is different for me. Yes, now it is created. Okay. So open it, click on storage account. So here you will find the container. Data storage is containers. Click on containers. So create a new container and give the container name is snow test. And click on create. So this container is created. Click on the container. Here you can upload a file. So the container is nothing but a kind of folder. You can assume it's a kind of folder. Uploading, the file get loaded into the container successfully. So this file we have to load from Azure to Snowflake. Okay. So let's see. with CSV file. Okay, so here, so first we have to create integration object. So the type is external stage and the storage provider is Azure and the enable equal to true. Till here is same. Okay, so Azure tenant ID, we have to get the tenant ID. So how we will get the tenant ID here is, so go to show menu portal and click on Azure Active Directory here. So once you click on Azure Active Directory, you will get the tenant ID. So this is the tenant ID. Okay, copy this tenant ID and you can paste it here. Okay, and storage allowed location. Storage allowed location is a combination of storage account name and the container. Okay, the storage account is AKRD storage. So this is Azure is the storage provider. Okay, so this is a storage account name, and this is no test is container name. Okay, so this blob.core.windows.net is fixed one. Even in the real time also, the storage allowed location is same, which means blob.core.windows.net. This is fixed. So the storage account and the container may vary it. Okay, so I'm creating a, okay, I had to change it to account admin. I'm selecting database demo DB. Okay, I have created integration object. So by executing describe integration object, Snowflake provide few of the parameter property values. Okay, so here, so Azure content URL is the right. Azure content URL and Azure multi-tenant app name is, these two parameters are mandatory parameters. So for the first time we are connecting to Azure, right? So we have to take Azure content URL. So this URL, click here. You can copy this URL and open in a new tab and enter it. So this is the authentication page. Okay. And click on accept it. So this is the one-time authentication. So once you authenticated successfully, it will take you into this page. Okay, so this is for one time only. Next time no need to do that. Okay, done. And you can take Azure multi-tenant app name. So you copy this. Why we need this multi-tenant app name is, this is the main for Azure. If you want to connect from Snowflake to Azure, we need a multi-tenant app name. I can say this is a kind of application name. So we have not defined any roles here, right? So let's see, we will define the roles. So go to storage account. So this is our storage account, right? Click on storage account name. So if you scroll down and click on container, so this is our container name, right? And open the container name In the left side, you can see IAM, Identity and Access Management. So click Access Control IAM. So it will take you into the IAM page. So here add role assignment is there, right? Click on add role assignment. Earlier what we did in AWS. Okay, so this is the standard role, and you can make it as it is assignment to users, groups, and service principals. You can make it as it is. Here, we already copied, right? Azure multi-tenant ID name. You copy this and you can paste it here. Okay, so in the down, it will search for this account. Okay, so here automatically it appears Snowflake role. Okay, so this is application name. So once it is appear here, you can select here. So the blindly how you can get to know here is wherever it starts with underscore. So till there you can remove it from the right side automatically. This will be visible automatically. Okay, click on save it. So now now Azure and Snowflake can talk to each other in a secure manner. Okay, the role assignment was added to the storage account storage. Now the rest all are same only. So now you can create an integration object, file format. After configuring everything, then you can create a file format. Then you can create external staging area. So in external staging area, so this is the path. Okay, so I'm creating external staging area. So the external staging area is created. Then you can create a table called Azure underscore table Azure underscore EMP01. Then after that, without loading the data, which means before loading the data into Snowflake, if you want to look for the data, so the same code is same what we written in for AWS. Okay. So now it is successfully connecting to Azure, and it is showing, and it is pulling the data, and it is showing us. Okay. So here we are specifying T is object for my external stage. Okay, and we are specifying $1 as EMPID, $2 for first name, $3, $4, because this is CSV file. CSV file will be moreover like it's a combination of table format will be there. So in column and data it will be maintained. So it's look like table data. So that's the reason CSV files we can load directly from Azure or AWS to Snowflake. Okay. So now by using the copy command, we can load the data into Snowflake database table. So here we are not loading the bulk files. So we are loading only single file. Files equal to emp-01.csv. Okay, so in case if there is any error, then it will ignore the error and it will continue to load the remaining records. Okay, the file get loaded and the number of rows passed 50. Okay, if you want to view the data, select star from Azure_EMP01. You will get the records which is loaded into Azure_EMP01. So the pattern, everything is same. Only we can see changes here is Azure tenant ID and storage allowed location path. Only these two only it will change it. Rest the code how you are loading in AWS, same way we are loading in Azure also. Any doubts here so far?
So Mahesh, to establish that integration, for that only we need this account admin permission, right? For the rest, we can continue with that system admin or?
No. So this is basically, so we are not performing within the Snowflake, right? So in case if you are using internal stage, which means through command line interface, if you are trying to loading, then system admin is sufficient. So this is, we having two roles. So everyone will have this system admin in the code level you will have. But here this is the main. This switching to account main admin, you don't have access. You will not have this access actually in the real time. So very rare cases you will get all, which means system admin and account admin access. Very rare cases. Okay, so this access, this role, account admin role, and here account admin role is different. So through programmatically we are connecting to Azure and AWS. So for that we need system admin.
Okay, so both are independent.
Yes, both are independent. So no relation actually. So here the main difference here is, so if we having admin access here in the worksheet level, so you can able to connect either Azure or GCP or AWS. Okay, so from there you can load the data or you can unload the data from Azure to from Snowflake to any of the public cloud platforms, including internal stages also. Okay, but if you having account admin role, so how many people are working on Snowflake and each and every user how many credits got consumed in the billing purpose or whatever it is, you will get the whole permissions. Okay, you can do so here a new account tab get enabled, right? So in the account tab you will get a lot of operations. Okay, so we will see in detail in upcoming classes. Okay, so this is completely different.
Yeah, understood.
Okay, I'm switching to system admin. Okay, remember guys, so by default which account it will be? It will be always system admin. For here also system admin and in the worksheet also, the entire web console level also it will be a system admin, and even in the worksheet level also by default it will be a system admin only. Clear? And as we discussed, right, so let's see how we can load bulk files. Snow test. Okay, here I'm loading 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, total 5 files I have loaded into Azure. So these 5 files I have to load from Azure to Snowflake. Okay, so with the help of pattern, and we can load it. Correct? So we have already loaded a file, right, emp-01. So I'm deleting the records from Azure_emp. So once these files get loaded into Snowflake, then these files get removed, or it can deleted automatically once the file is get loaded into Snowflake. Okay, so this purge option we already discussed, right, yesterday. So this purge equal to true means once the file get loaded into Snowflake, automatically the file get deleted. And on error is basically if there is any error records, it will ignore that error and it will continue to load the remaining records. This pattern indicates that if you want to load bulk files at a time by using the pattern option, we can load it. Okay, so this pattern is basically it's specifying specific set of files it will get loaded. Okay, I'm executing this copy command. So total 5 files. So 5 files it get loaded successfully. So if we look for the data, so total these many rows loaded into Snowflake table. Clear? So the pattern is same, only as I said, right? So let me see it here. If I refresh, okay, so here it is 2 semicolon is there, right? So when I select here and execute it, so it is ended with semicolon here. So till here only it will consider. So this purge statement won't work. Okay, so I'm deleting the data. I'm removing. Then now if I place a cursor wherever the line you want, so it is ended with semicolon, right? It will consider the complete statement. So the file get loaded, and if I refresh it, the complete files get removed automatically. Okay, so the coding, the functionality remains as it is same. Only you can see the change here is the tenant ID to get the tenant ID and storage allowed location path. Okay, so this is Azure provider, and this is a storage account name, and this is container name. So here, if you compare Azure and AWS, this storage account, right? Storage is account is nothing but a kind of bucket name. Okay, Snow Test is there, right? This is a kind of in Azure, it is a container. So if you compare to AWS, it's a kind of folder. Okay, like that you can compare it so that it is easy for you guys. Okay, so for the first time, this authentication we need to do first time only. After that, no need to do. For example, if I do it again, if I execute describe integration object, if you click here Azure content URL, if I open a new tab and it will take you into this page directly. So it will not go to authentication page again. So for the first time only, it will go to the authentication page. Clear? Any doubts so far?
Hello.
Yeah, yes please.
Can you please explain that IA Emerald once?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so first what we have to do is, first I'll go step by step. Okay, so in Azure, if we want to connect from Snowflake to Azure, we have to create an integration object. So while creating an integration object, we need Azure tenant ID, right? So how we will get the tenant ID is, go to, once you log into Azure, so in the left side you will see the portal menu. So here you click on Azure Active Directory. Click on Azure Active Directory. You will get the tenant ID here. Okay, you can copy this tenant ID and you can paste it here. Okay, now the next step is, we need storage load allocation path. Okay, so where exactly, in which location our files will be loaded, or from which location we have to get the file names. So for that, we have to create one storage account. So in the portal menu, you can search for storage account, click on storage account, then it will take you into this page. So you create storage account. So this is the storage account we have created, right? So you go to inside the storage account. Okay, so in the left side, you can see data storage is a containers, right? So you click on containers. So here in the containers, if you want, you can create a new containers also. So I'm creating another container. Okay, upper letters won't allow it. Snow test 007. And just click on create it. Okay, storage account will be, container will be created. So this is our new container. Click on this container. Inside this container, in the left side, you can see access control. So in the short form, we'll call it as access control. but full abbreviation is identity and access management. Okay, you click on access control. So here in the container we have created, right? So in this container, if you want, you can upload files. Select the files. And upload it. Okay, so the files get uploaded. So here the path is from where we are going. First we are log into AWS Azure, and we are going to storage account. From storage account we are creating container. Inside the container we are uploading files. Okay, and here only what we are doing is we are defining the roles, IAM roles. So here we are defining the IAM roles. This, what will happen is, this is specific to this role will access only. So whichever the role we are trying to defining, click on add role assignment. Storage blob data contributor. Select that, and here we have to select, right? So this is already selected. This is the existing Snowflake account. So if you want to add another different Snowflake account, you can give it. For example, so Raghavendra created for Raghavendra. So this is, you come down, Azure multi-tenant ID name. So for this Snowflake account, this is the Snowflake account. For this Snowflake account, so this is the application name. Application name is this one. Okay. So in case if there is a different user, different Snowflake account. For different Snowflake account, application name will be different. Okay, so that time what we'll do is we have to take the application name and copy that application name, and you can paste it here. Okay, so that other Snowflake account person can access only to this folder only, which is snow test 00007. Okay, so this case I'm having only one Snowflake account, I'm giving it. Okay, so if I select and click on save, now this Snowflake person, which means this Snowflake account, can access these two containers, which means in these two folders level, whatever what kind of data it is files is available, those many files he can access it, he can read it, and he can delete it. So these are the role derivation part. Okay, clear?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So now in case this Snowflake, this is the Snowflake account, right? So this Snowflake account having permissions to access the files from these two containers. In case if different Snowflake user, and for different Snowflake user we gave only Snowtest 007 permission, then he can only access this folder inside this container level. Whatever the files are there, those files only he can able to access it, but he cannot able to access what type of data, what type of file formats loaded in this Snowtest. Okay, so this is how the role derivation part is defined. Okay, so what we observe in AWS is, in AWS we are creating a policy. So that policy we are assigning in roles level, right? But in Azure, so in container level we can give the permissions. Okay, so that inside this folder, whoever is authorized to get the access, those people only we will define the roles. Okay, so here there is no restriction here, which means we should give only one role. We can give multiple roles also. Okay, if 10 Snowflake developers are there and 10 Snowflake developers want to access the data from the container called Snowtest 007, then 10 times we have to define the roles. Okay, any doubts? So you guys can try it, JSON and Parquet file formats, how we have discussed in AWS, same pattern here also. So nothing will change it. Okay, so if you guys are facing any issues while loading a JSON files data from Azure to Snowflake, then we will discuss in tomorrow class. Okay, it is same only, nothing will change it, only this part only it will change it. Okay, so if you, or else I'll show you. Azure with JSON. JSON underscore OBJ. So I'm creating an integration object. See, so you will get insufficient privileges to operate on account, especially while creating an integration object.